What is up with the squad? It's Cess and J Boog. Y'all know what it is. On the court with J and Cess. What's happening?
What up?
J Spot, I gotta tell you. I was sharing my screen in Discord so they could we watching the game, right? They can't hear me, but they can hear you talking. I'm glad we didn't have a
real they heard me. I know. I'm glad I wasn't talking about nobody crazy. I was just talking about my experience.
Jay talking about why am I hearing J Spot on the hot mic? I thought she was going to say something controversial. Because they in the Discord watching the Michigan game. We were watching Michigan in the Discord. I'm sharing the Michigan game. And I guess when I share my screen, they can hear the audio in the other apps.
Oh, not on YouTube, just on Discord.
Just in the Discord. Yeah, they was like,
okay, that's fair. I ain't worried about that.
Yeah, but I'm like, what the hell? I got to figure out why that was like that.
I saw that. They was like, J-Spot Clarkations? Look,
you like,
I didn't make that name up. That's what somebody else made that up.
What's happening, y'all? Nori in the building. Happy Saturday. Emily Jones, MJ. Welcome to HDI. What's happening? Groovy in the building.
What's going on, y'all?
Ball for real. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? George, what's happening? So, day 2, J-Spot, are you still just as excited?
I am. I mean, I will say the first game wasn't as exciting.
Okay.
Today, period, just wasn't as exciting. I think it was just like the hoopla of like, these are the first games. This is the first night. All the fanfare. You got the in-studio team halftime and post-game analysis. You had all this stuff going on. And this one, since it's on True TV, they don't have all that. But it wasn't as exciting like it was yesterday, but I still see the value in it. It didn't change my feeling on Unrivaled at all. I'm still very happy about it, and I'm happy it's here. It's just some teams gonna float to the top, and some of them may not. So,
you know what I mean? Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it doesn't change what I feel about Unrivaled overall, but I wasn't as excited today as I was yesterday. How'd you feel about it?
I was still just as excited coming in, right? It's day 2. Let's get it on.
Yeah.
I noticed though that we didn't get a pregame or a postgame.
They're not doing that on True.
Okay, but then we also didn't get a halftime show.
Same. They don't do that.
What I didn't understand is, are they not doing it on True, or does the broadcast team not work on Saturdays? So are we not in the studio on Saturdays? They're like, we'll see y'all Monday. So do we only get them on Friday and Monday? Or
it's probably just TNT if they're going to be on TNT, because they mentioned that yesterday. They said, we'll see you guys on Monday. So I'm assuming is when they have the games on TNT, just like for inside the NBA, if they're not necessarily, they'll talk about more games, but they're usually prominent on those games that do show on TNT. And I think it's just a deal they have with them. Like if it's on TNT, the whole team's going to come out. If it's on True, that's just, what it is. So, or maybe they might change it. I don't know.
Yeah, but they needed something else. Like Lisa Leslie and Glasheen for halftime. Oh, no.
Well, they do that in regular games. It's like having game day there, or having Like in the WNBA, they'll just have sometimes where there's no, they just go to the court.
It's
like
not
on
like
the
game
screen,
day.
on the no, I'm not saying like game day. I'm saying like some teams will have game day and some teams won't. But you know how if you're watching the W on the app, you don't get that. You just get them having a halftime show or something.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's not gonna work for Unrivaled. That doesn't work. That don't work for us. It's only 3 days out the week. I need y'all to work all 3 days. And at True TV, if y'all want the deal, I mean, you got to take the whole package. Like it's not like, okay, listen, it's not like you just are tuning in to True for a whole bunch of stuff, right? Like True, you could have you could have gave up 1 more hour for a pre and a post game. I'm just saying.
Nobody watching Practical Jokers? That's my show.
What?
No.
Now you're gonna make me tune in. So my guilty pleasure is Ratchet reality TV. So I'm Love After Lockup.
Oh yeah, I don't do those.
Yeah, I'm those. They crack me up. The ridiculous.
I was joking. I do watch that show though. If I have the channel on, I will watch them for a couple hours because that's all they play on that station, I think.
So yeah, no, Unrivaled post game interview. I did see they had a post game show yesterday on TNT. I don't know if they are available on YouTube or anything. I did see that you can rewatch the games and some clips and highlights like on the Max app. So that was kind of cool. But other than that, that's all I got. Run them likes up. Make sure y'all are following on both platforms. Hit that subscribe on both platforms. Game 1. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down.
Okay. Can I share my screen? Can I go over the stats?
Oh yeah, you know what? I messed up too because I got us in the ghetto setup instead of the regular setup. But you can still share your screen. Go ahead.
Well, do you want to just recap the game first and then I'll go over the stats?
Yeah, let's recap.
Okay,
Let's recap.
Go ahead.
So the Ghosts are who I thought they were. Okay. BG looked like it's okay. We don't need you here. I'm gonna be honest. She had the 3-point shot. That was nice. But just physically, it looked like she was laboring. And I was trying to figure out can't or won't, and it's looking more like can't than it is won't, right? I think that as a team, just the Phantom they don't have a lot of chemistry. I saw BG reaching on defense. She's the most important piece on that team, and she's like 57% of who she used to be. So they are who I thought they were. The Laces, though, surprisingly look very good. But I think we talked about them, and I told you they look like they weren't having any fun, and they were going to be a very serious team. And you could tell they came out very serious. I think they had like plays they was running and all kind of stuff. So surprised by the Laces. No Jo today, out with the ankle injury. That was surprising. But if they would have had Jo, it could have got out of hand really, really quickly.
Oh yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I mean I agree. I feel like I mean again it's still early, so we'll see if anything kind of changes with that. I think there's a little chemistry. I think for the Phantom there's a little chemistry that needs to be worked in there with them. Sabrina was kind of cooking, but I think she was maybe a little hesitant, still coming back from her hand injury. Not necessarily hesitant. She just wasn't like flowing like she normally would be. And I think it was just because of her just trying to get back into the swing of things. I think they said that she tore a ligament or something in her thumb or something like that. But overall, I mean, I saw Phantom trying to do something, but it was like,
did you?
What?
When?
I'm saying
I
they scored points. They scored points is what I'm saying.
I'm teasing.
They scored some points. But once Kayla, she came in there just like, this is practice. It just felt like practice. Like they were just shooting around to have fun. And it was going in. It was like everybody on that team ate. Once Kayla McBride started breaking open that lead, it's just like the shots started flowing for everybody. I got to pull up their stats, but I believe they shot like 50-something% or maybe a little bit less than that from the field. Like it was just crazy.
Yeah.
And you can't defend that. Like it's hard in a regular game to defend a three. You know what I'm saying? And if it's flowing like that and you ain't really got no defense and it's as fast as that and you have shooters that can just pull up and shoot. Even Kate Martin was getting in there. She's been working on her handles, working on her shot. She looked good. Like everybody, AT was just bulldozing people. It's just you're not gonna stop her from doing what she wants to do. So I mean, I enjoyed watching the Laces. Tip Hayes came in like the spark that she is, and she was getting some from outside. I mean, it was a little much on the outside shots, I will say, but I mean, like I think who are they talking to? Were they talking to Fee or somebody they were talking to after the game? Like the point of the game is to score. Like that's the point of the game. So whether you get threes or you get twos, if threes gets me quicker to where I need to be, then that's what they're going to take because it's such a condensed game and it's so quick. So look, if the threes are falling, especially for a team like Laces, which I knew just having Jackie, Kayla on the team, Kmart, Big Mama Steph, she on that team too, right? Am I
Big
wrong?
Mama Steph is out there.
Oh, Big Mama Steph. Like those are buckets. Those are just buckets. So I don't know if the Laces are just that good or the Phantom was just that bad. Like I need to see the Laces play like the Lunar Owls because that seems to be the team that's like on fire, but that's also the only team that's won twice so far. So for me, I would like to see them play a little bit, like just play another team and let's just see if they do as well as they did against Phantom because there was no defense. But
the advantage that I'm seeing though with the Owls is that they don't have a second year player, or a first year player going into their second year that they're building into what they're doing, right? So like the Mist are doing it, and because their 1 year player is out, so it's all vets, and they just seemed a little bit more
cohesive,
a little bit more prepared, a little bit more cohesive, a little bit more ready to play, a little bit more able to kind of make a change on the fly and kind of just make an adjustment, right? So that was the thing that I saw about them. And then they know each other. You got like
you
said,
talking about Owls now?
I'm sorry, the Owls.
Okay.
And it seemed like I don't know if they played with each other on teams, but like they knew how to just come together and put their games together. It seemed like to me, and I don't know if that's coaching or what.
It's one thing for me for the Owls, and that's Fee. You can't stop her. Like she is dangerous in the inside as a post player, but she also has that shot. And it's just very, very difficult to guard her. Now, I will say, and I don't know if we want to get too deep into the Owls roles before we go over stats and stuff, but I will say I think Angel did a pretty good job, and she usually does do a really good job on defense. Like defense, people sleep on Angel's defense. Now, I was watching, she didn't get Fee still scored a couple of times on her, but it was a few times that she didn't score over Angel. She either changed her shot or she shot and tried to shoot it over and missed and stuff like that. So I mean, I felt like that was a good matchup, also good development for Angel. But other than that, you can't really stop Fee. And as long as she's balling the way that she's balling on that team, and then they have the supplemental players surrounding her, they're looking real good. And Skylar just coming in like, okay, I ain't played most of the game, but let me come in here and get my couple points and win this game so I can go home. You know what I'm saying? Like it's there automatic. So I don't want to get too deep into it, even though we are. I do want to go over the stats. So whenever you bring it up, we'll go over that.
Yeah, let's go ahead and go over the stats. Because I'm looking, it's like Kayla McBride, 10-19, 7-15 from three, almost 50%. Will she be able to keep that up? Will she be able to keep that up as we move forward?
Time will tell.
Will they defend that different? But
how?
Your guess good as mine. That's what I'm saying. Can they defend that differently, or is that going to be their cheat code? let me see. Oh, y'all not gonna be able to see that.
They're not gonna be able to see. I can just read them off.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's read them off.
All right. So with the Phantom versus the Laces, so I was wrong. They shot 44.8%. No, I was right. 56.9% from the field. 44.8 from 3 versus Phantoms 32.7 from the field and 36% from 3. The Phantom did have 10 turnovers versus the Laces 9. Now, if we get into the box score for the Phantom, Sabally had 11 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, 7 rebounds. We know Marina didn't play. Brittany had 7 points, 1 block, 6 rebounds. Natasha Cloud had 10 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. Katie Lou came in with 2 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, and then Sabrina Ionescu had 18 points, 1 block, 2 steals, 2 assists, and 4 rebounds. A solid stat line from Satu and Sabrina, but it wasn't enough. And Satu did not have the best shooting night, even though she had 11, number 2 on her team. She was 4 for 14 field goal percentage. So that didn't help them. Looking at the Laces, when I say everybody ate. Everybody was in double digits. Tip Hayes had 14 points, 3 steals, 10 assists, 7 rebounds. Kayla McBride, 28 points, 3 steals, 5 assists, 6 rebounds. Alyssa Thomas, 18 points, 1 steal, 4 assists, 8 rebounds. Kate Martin had her a double-double. I didn't even realize that. 12 points, 2 steals, 1 assist, and 10 rebounds. Sorry, y'all. And then Stephanie Dolson, 14 points, 3 assists, and 5 rebounds. Solid showing from the Laces. They killed it.
Yeah, you could tell with the Laces, they just gonna keep coming. The Laces are just gonna keep coming. Alyssa Thomas is gonna attack you however she needs to, but when you got Kayla McBride shooting like she was shooting from 3, it's gonna be hard to beat them. It's gonna be hard to beat them, no matter what else is going on. And then when Big Mama Steph can take the big on the other team out and shoot 50% from 3, that's gonna be hard to beat. That's gonna be hard to beat. Let's see.
Yeah.
K-Mac is nice. Okay. So when you think about the next game, froze on me, Jay Spud.
I'm frozen?
For me. You was frozen for me, not no more.
Oh.
That's probably on my end. My bad, y'all. Okay. So I mean, I think that what I will say about this game is that it was kind of what I expected. And the Phantom, I think I had him at 6. I'm still feeling good about my placement at 6 on them. The Laces, I may have underestimated them, but we'll see.
Yeah. I think I didn't really underestimate him. I went off. I mean, we didn't really have anything to go off, so I just went off the couple of things that I saw, and then just some of my favorite players being on a team. I knew that the Laces would be a dangerous team, but I mean, time will tell. We'll see. I mean, they might run through this league. I don't know, especially if they get Jackie back. So.
I still feel good about the miss at first. Still feel good about the miss at the top. The rows, I may have to move them some. I had Lunar Owls at 3, and that vinyl Laces, that 4 or 5 is going to be interesting. But I expect Phantom to stay where they're at.
I'm gonna give it a week, and I'll see how I feel about it. I think Mist might. I think Lunar Owls might have the tip on Mist. If we're going off between those two, I might have to flip flop them a little bit. But yeah, Phantom. Huh?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say the Phantom. Yeah, I feel like I didn't know what to expect with them. That's why I kind of had them at the bottom. I think there's potential there, but we got to see them play somebody else. I don't know if it was just a bad day. I know they said Natasha Cloud may not play today because she had a possible knee injury, so that could have been something. But I don't know.
And Jo, I think I said ankle. Was it ankle or knee? I don't remember.
I think ankle for Jackie. I think
For some
ankle.
reason, I think ankle for somebody and then knee for somebody. So Mabry was out and Jo was out, but I know the Mist didn't play today, but I think my confidence in the Mist is that I don't expect Stewie to be in foul trouble again. Like she's the owner of the league, she'll have a talk with the refs. No, I'm just playing.
Oh, she was mad when she got that fifth foul.
Jackie
She
was the
like,
knee.
"What?"
Thank you.
Oh, Jackie
Yes.
is knee.
Yeah, Jackie was the knee. Thank you. So
Marina
for
had
me,
the calf.
I think Marina had the calf and then somebody with an ankle. Somebody else was out. I think they said with an ankle. Who am I missing?
Well, Natasha Heidemann was sick. She was brought on as a relief player and couldn't give it any relief. Yeah.
That's crazy. But I think with the Mist also, Stewie won't be in foul trouble, but Rakia got it. There, you can see the moment where it clicked like, oh, okay, this is what y'all want from 303. So I expect her to start faster next time, and I expect her to be more of a problem. I expect the Mist to get it together. So I think you can see the Mist and the Owls in the championship. But we're gonna find out.
Yeah. All right. Next game. Lunar versus Lunar Owls, the Hootie Hoos versus Rose. Now we kind of already touched on them previously, but there's Lunar Owls are kind of stacked. They're kind of stacked because even if you don't have Fee, I don't know, you still got Alicia Gray, who was balling out of control. You still got Skylar, who can also score. Like even them being down a player, you can't even tell. Like,
oh yeah, I'm waiting on the respect on Alicia Gray name. I'm waiting on the respect on Alicia Gray name. Like they talked about Anescu, they talked about Kate Martin. Shoot the three, score from three. Kayla McBride shoot the three, score from three. Big Mama Steph Dolson, BG had a three, but nobody put no respect on Alicia Gray name as the 3-point as the defending 3-point shooting champ in the league. I'm not understanding. She is like that, and I tried to tell y'all when she was in Atlanta. She a star. That's her team. Y'all didn't believe me. Alicia Gray is a star, and she's a problem. She's a problem. She's gonna shoot that thing like that. Alicia Gray is a sniper, y'all. Alicia Gray is a sniper,
and she can score driving to the cup. Like she's
three level,
yeah, 3-level score.
Absolutely. How many players on each team? Six on each team.
Oh, I forgot to read my notes. I didn't have much notes on the Phantom. I already said it already. I just said Phantom was not ready. Kayla McBride put on a clinic, and everybody on the Laces 8, which is what I said. Now, Rose, I got a little bit more notes because that's my team.
Oh, yeah.
So
Let's get into it.
Critical.
Let's get into it.
First of all, I said this already. Fee is unstoppable, I feel like. On the Roses or the Rose BC, rotations still need work. I know everybody's coming for Nola. I am not the one that is going to, as Seth said last night, fire her. I'm not firing her yet. This is new. This is new for her and for the league. They didn't go get some championship team coach from college or the big leagues. Like, this is new for her. If this is my first time on a job, it's going to take me a minute sometimes to pick it up. That don't mean I'm not good. That just means I need a little work. We got to understand that the winner of this thing, this is unrivaled. Yes, this is a new league. They're going to do great things, but the winner, they are not shutting down Miami for them to have a parade for the championship. This is a league for development. This is a league for them to get comfortable, to be pampered, and to make money. So they got to start somewhere.
You know where she would have started? shadowing somebody, because that's usually what you do on your first day on the job. Shadow somebody that know how to do it. Hey, Nola, sit over here and watch what we do.
But we don't know that until she gets there. We got it. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh no,
she gets grace
coming
from
in the
me.
door. She
gets grace from me. No, she don't get grace from the auntie. She gets grace from me.
That pink slip. That's what I'm saying. The pink slip. Listen. Here I am.
Go ahead.
We got 8 weeks at this. We got 7-minute quarters. You got to be able to learn on the fly, honey. I
what do you think she's doing?
Yeah, but she would learn from the shadow seat, from a shadow seat, because now we're what 0-2.
Somebody gonna be that. Like it's just we get.
Yeah, but everybody was like, ESPN got the roles last. How? Look, do you see how? Because they knew Nola was gonna be there. I'm just listen. I'm here for the development. Nola, you can get developed, but you know what? It's a 6-week training first. You next time, mid-season.
Well, a lesson learned, right?
Yeah, she would have been later in the season, but I get it.
Yeah,
so you said Nola was already a development coach on the Sparks. Never mind.
No, she was, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying she didn't have any coaching experience. What I'm saying is they knew the coaches that they were getting. They didn't get they didn't get these coaches because they've led teams to championships. They got these coaches for specific things. Mainly all these coaches are development coaches. The only one that's really been on a professional level as a head coach is Teaspoon.
And so you think that you feel like Unrivaled's point was like, we're going to go out and get some coaches that need development to be the head coaches of our team?
No. They got coaches to be developmental to the players. They just got development coaches to help players in certain areas. Not necessarily, we don't know if they're going to be great head coaches on a pro level, but it's got to start somewhere. That's all I'm saying.
No, but I was thinking about the G League, right? So like the G League, those coaches are. Everybody that's in the G League is there to develop. The refs are there to develop.
It could be that too, though.
Are there to develop. Yeah. So that's what I was wondering. Was that Unrivaled's point? Is like we want everybody to be in a development type situation. And I was gonna say if that's the case, that's dope. But I didn't know that about them.
It could be. I don't know, because I think the only reason Teaspoon is there is because they knew we wanted to vindicate. We needed our spoon to show that, you know what I'm saying, she didn't deserve what she got. She deserved to get praise, and she deserved to get some celebration and also get pampered down here in Miami. But everybody else, they haven't really done this before. They've been assistant coaches, right?
I get that. And the other thing,
Andy has more experience.
The other thing that I don't like about this for Nola is that like you're getting ready to show up and get ready to try to be an assistant coach for the Dallas Wings. And it's just it's not showing up good for you. And it may have people become concerned in Dallas, like, no, I'm still stuck at. Okay, so Chelsea, you're gonna go here? No, okay, not that. Like, I'm still stuck at that part. She did better. She did better today. She didn't have a whole notebook out. She just had one little piece of paper.
Gosh, y'all so harsh. I would hate to be a first time anything around y'all.
But
you got to grow somewhere.
J-Spot, you know who I am. I boo kids. Hey,
I know.
That was a good try.
I know.
That was a good try. But you're not head coach isn't your thing. You're going to be a great assistant coach, though. Some coaches are only assistant coaches. But we'll see. I think Chelsea and them had a meeting. And part of it is just probably going to be like, hey, you know, some of the stuff that you're trying to do in the huddle with us, we don't need that. And so she's going to have to learn how to coach the talent that she has around. So, you know, she's going to get a chance, but fired. Okay. She'd have been fired.
That's Cess's and half the chat's opinion.
But I'm glad that you give space and grace for that. I give space and grace too, but just not for what I saw.
Okay. Let me get back to my notes.
Oh, Angel and then she only let Angel play 8 minutes?
Right. I'm getting to that. Now I was gonna say these notes not gonna make her sound any better, because I'm not like, I'm just saying let's give her some grace. There's some things that are critical points that I feel like she can learn and grow from, so she can do better as the game is going. I mean, as they're playing more games. So maybe she sees this and she'll say, oh, you know what? They're probably right about some of this stuff. So rotations still need work. I actually really loved the rotation of Chelsea, Azare. Did I say it right? Azare and Angel together. against this team, because when they had Shakira and Fee in the game, or if you have Shakira or Fee, they switch a lot. So it was going to be a mismatch somewhere there, because Fee can shoot over Kai, Fee can shoot over Brittany Sykes, Fee can shoot over anybody. I mean, Chelsea, she gave her a little bit of trouble, but when you have two bigs, no matter where you switch, they were doing well. And that was a time where they actually tied the game. They also had a good rotation when they had Brittany. I think it was Brittany, Chelsea, and Azray. I'm gonna keep saying her name wrong. I thought that was good because that's how they got close. And then when she switched out and got the two bigs in there, that's when they got the tie, almost had the lead. So I like some of the rotations that she did. Now, where was Lexi? That was my next point. Lexi didn't play. I didn't count her minutes, but she didn't take her jacket off, I don't think, the whole second half. We need more Lexi. I want to see all the players eat. And I think Lexi did good on defense. If she's given a chance, I think she's a good shooter. Obviously, she can score. I would like to see Lexi more. And then they got to hit their free throws. Rose has got to hit those free throws. They mean so much. You only get one, whether it's 1 for 1, 1 for 2, or 1 for 3. And so they got to make it count. So free throws. They got to work on that, because they could have had the edge a couple of times had they hit those free throws, because they were making a run and then it was just too much near the end. And then my final note is I just want Angel to shoot more. She's been working on it. She got it. That midi still looked good today. She just needs to build her confidence, and that's what she's here for. So I just wanted to shoot that blanketed blank, like Coach Staley said, and get it, use this time now to make it feel comfortable where it flows in a game. So when she gets back to her team, it's not something she's hesitating on. So I would like to see that happen a little bit more on Angel's side. So those were my notes.
Turnovers, free throws, shooting percentage from the floor. That was their issues. Turnovers, shooting percentage from the floor. Got to be able to keep the ball, and it's so fast paced, and it can get out of hand so quickly. You mess around, and I saw them, and then not enough assists. Like move the ball move the ball around something.
Yeah.
I think they had some better shots that they could have took, but they shot. I think, and I know it's a quick shot clock, so you're probably getting used to just 18 seconds, and you're probably trying to get that clock straight in your head. But I felt like they took some shots early, where if they'd have made one more pass, they might have gotten a better shot. So for me, that's the thing. But this is 2 games now that we watched the Rose, and I know it's a quick adjustment. You're gonna play Friday. You're gonna play Saturday. They won't play Monday. I think they'll probably be off.
They don't play again until Saturday, so they got a whole week.
So and they should be in the gym for the whole week. They should be in the gym and the film for the whole week. I agree. Somebody said this in the chat. DJ Sackman has made the best adjustments as a coach. I'm impressed with what Sackman is doing. And okay, Nola, now you got a whole week until you got to put something on the floor again. Let's see how you look in 7 days, because this is a short season. It's a short season, so let's see what she comes up with.
All right, let me read these stats. So, Phantom, the Lunar Owls shot 55.9% from the field. They had 37.5% from the 3. Rose shot 58% from the field and was 30% from 3. They did out rebound Lunar Owls by 3. They had 27-24. Like you said, the assist, Lunar Owls had 18 versus Rose's 11. And then turnovers. Rose had 10 and the Lunar Owls had 5. So, I mean, obviously we see where, they're having some issues. So we're looking at Rose Angel had 12 points, 1 assist, and 6 rebounds. Chelsea Gray had 6 assists, 2 rebounds. Brittany Sykes had 13 points, 3 assists, and 5 rebounds. Kalia Copper had 14 points, 1 assist, 1 steal, 7 rebounds. And Azure had 17 points, 1 steal, and 4 rebounds. And then Lexi didn't have anything on her team. And if you go to Lunar Owls, so Nafisa obviously balled out 31 points, 1 steal, 4 assists, 6 rebounds. Courtney Williams, 10 points, 1 steal, 8 assists, 1 rebound. Skylar Diggins Smith, like I said, didn't play that much, but she had 9 points, 2 steals, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, and another game-winning shot. Well, hers this time it came from a free throw. Alicia Gray was balling 21 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, 9 rebounds. Shakira Austin had 8 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 3 rebounds. And Cam didn't play because she's not with the team right now. So that was the breakdown on that. So I mean, balanced scoring from the Rose, but just not enough. Just not enough this time.
Now it looked like they had like 9 less shots. But
They shot better, but not enough shots.
Yeah. Yep. And then they missed free throws. They missed opportunity. And I think some of these teams that have really good free throw shooters, but your 3 is suspect, you know, I don't mind trying to put up a 3 and draw a foul and get the 3 points off the one foul shot. Like you got to be strategic with some of this stuff as you start thinking about it. And what are the benefits or the stuff that you can exploit a little bit within the flow of the game to keep you in the game. And so when I'm looking at the Rose players, right?
Yeah.
Let me make sure I'm looking at them all. They don't. So we got Azure, but we don't have a lot of size. There's not a lot of size on this team.
That's why I like both of them in the game together.
We're not going to be able to bang. So you better be able to shoot the 3 ball. Better be able to shoot the 3 ball because it's going to be rare that this team wins the rebounding fight. Even though they won it today, and I think that's gonna be key for them. And then getting out and running. Brittany Sykes scored pretty good on a couple spots. Point guard, the point guard is gonna be the point guard. I like that she's scoring more, but in the right situations, they could be a defensive liability. So. Yeah, the point guard. She's not as fast as she used to be. Against some of these guards, they can move her around and put her in positions where she can't recover quick enough to be able to get back to her man, especially off screens and picks and stuff like that. So we got to be aware of that.
I mean, that behind the back pass though, behind the head.
She had one like that. Like I mean, that's gonna be there. That's her game.
Yeah, that was tough.
That would probably make one of my top 10 best plays of the week. But I mean, the passes are going to be there. It's nice to see her scoring. Can she get back on? Can she not get caught in spots in defense, especially when they start spreading them out? It's hard for her to cover a lot of space back. That's just Chelsea stuff.
Yeah, I think she makes up for it in other ways. It's just we got to. Again, figure the team out, find out where they need to be, their places they need to be. More ball movement, more assists, like you said. And a couple of times they were forcing it when they should have probably been swinging it. That caused some of the turnovers. But, I'm still Team Rose. Still Team Rose.
And I think Copper just has to get that mindset like, I'm about to get out here and get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get out here and get it.
I felt that a little bit in the what was it, third quarter or fourth quarter? She got a little up in there, but yeah, I need I think also with the rotations, I think that she is pulling them sometimes too fast while they're hot. and then now they've been taken out of the game, and they kind of lose their flow because now it's you're with a whole set of different players. So I think it's going to be trial and error for a while. So we'll see.
When
We'll
you
see
say
what
that, it
happens.
sounds like when you say that, it sounds like Angel's in the exact same situation she was in during the WNBA with a coach whose rotations are off, who
Mhm.
still trying to figure it out,
Yeah.
who like she's in the same situation. And so I
Yeah.
know somebody said, "Can we ask for a trade?" I don't know if they can still trade, and I don't know where we would trade her to, but like, I hope that she's doing some work with Handy down there. And I
I'm
don't
sure
know,
she is.
I want to be able to see that type of improvement in those areas in her game, and I think
Hmm.
working with Phil gets it done. Nola, I don't know what Nola does as far as like player development or what her
Hmm.
what her claim to fame is.
Yeah. But I
But
don't. I think
we did. It's not like we saw a lot of development at the Sparks, and so I don't know if that's just Kurt or just the Sparks in general as an organization because they're kind of,
Mhm.
for lack of a better way to describe it, as far as like their front office. So I
Mhm.
don't know that, but yeah,
Yeah, I think if
Angels.
anybody's going to take advantage of being developed from anybody there is going to be Angel. She's going to seek out everybody she can. So I'm confident that she'll get the development she need, whether it's from her coach or from everybody else. I think she's going to get that.
And I wish we had a post game because I would have loved for somebody to ask about Lexi. Why didn't Lexi play?
Do they have one? They didn't do one today?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see one yesterday. I
They
didn't see
have
one
it
yesterday.
on Key. I thought she had put the link
She
in
might have.
the bio. I
I
mean in
might
the
have
bio.
missed it.
And the thing is is it called Three Strikes Media?
Okay.
Three
I'll look for
somebody
it.
on YouTube. They have
The pressers.
all the
All right, I'll
pressers.
go look.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hope because I would like to know about Lexi, and then
Mhm.
like if that's an injury, and if not, like
Let
you
her
don't save
play.
anybody. It's six. Like this is unrivaled. Let's play.
Mhm.
Um, Lex has some good defense. Yeah, I thought so.
I thought she
Giraffe,
did
I
too.
see you. Giraffe student, I see you in here, and you're like, I had asked you about this before. Like, read the room. We're totally not talking football at all right now, at all, and we're definitely not talking about Oklahoma. Like, read the room. The 3 point conversation.
Oh,
Uh,
that's what it is.
got
Sorry.
got the
What did I
pressers.
say?
Thank you,
Three strikes? Did I say three
thank you,
strikes
Key.
media? Where
We'll,
did I
we'll,
get
we'll
that from?
definitely. I'll definitely check those out. I'll definitely check those out. Um,
3 point
what
conversation.
game are you looking forward to coming up?
Um, Coming up, let me look at the schedule real quick. I want to see. Honestly, I want to
Ooh.
see the Aces. I want to see Laces go up against Lunar Owls whenever that's going to be. I don't know if that's going to happen
Oh,
soon or
okay.
not,
Let's see.
but that's what I
Laces
want to
Lunar
see.
Owls. Laces Lunar Owls.
That ain't
Sheesh.
coming up till
Till
31st.
January 31st. Okay.
Yeah, I'll be there front
Monday's
and center.
games. Oh, okay. That's what I'm talking about. Monday's games. I don't know.
Hmm.
That first one could be a snoozer. That
Let me
first one could
see
be a
which one is.
snoozer.
Oh,
Vinyl Phantom.
you think Vinyl gonna blow Phantom out?
Yes, I do.
Another blowout.
Blowout.
I can
Laces
kind of
Miss
see
should
that.
be fun. Laces Miss
Yeah,
should be fun.
that's gonna be nice. That's gonna be good. I'm
But the
really
way Vinyl
enjoying.
introduced themselves yesterday, Jay.
Yeah,
Whew,
yeah. You're
yeah, I
right.
don't know. I don't know what Phantom gonna be able to do with that.
Yeah, Vinyl definitely put me on notice. They definitely did. So, I think they will. I think they'll go ahead and take care of Phantom. Um, and it must suck. It kind of sucks when you're already down. I don't know how many points they were down in the third, but they were almost at some point 30 or close to 30 being down. You got to go into the fourth, and all they need is 11, and you got to get like 40 something points. What do you do at that point? Like,
And
yeah,
this
you
and
keep going, but come
And
on.
that's my thing. And that's my thing. BG has gotten to a point in her career and in the WNBA where she can take plays off. You can't take not
Mm-mm.
1 second of 3-on-3 off.
No.
I think somebody said they don't know if she knew what she signed up for, but hey, you can't take any plays off. You can't reach. You can't half-heartedly do anything because it's magnified 100,000 times.
Yeah.
Um, and it was glaring. It was glaring. I was watching BG and was like, damn, seemed like she needs to retire more than Diana Taurasi need to retire. So,
who do you think if Diana was playing, she would do a better job?
Yeah, absolutely, Diana. So, and I don't understand why Taurasi's not there. I mean, she's UConn through and through.
She's was like, look, I'm good. I'm done. I'm barely gonna make it this next season.
If nothing, but you know what else though? But you know what else? UConn through and through. I would have rather. I enjoyed Diana and Sue during the games that they do. I'd have rather had Diana. I would totally love
I didn't think about that.
Alternative coverage where we got Diana and Sue talking versus Lisa and whoever them people are. Like I like their laid back style. I would have loved to hear Diana Taurasi breaking down what we see on the court, talking shit about what she would have done. Absolutely.
They should think about that for next season. Because why not? Why I wonder if they thought of that, but they can't. Maybe there's some contractual stuff that they couldn't. Because I would think Fee and Stewie would think of Sue Bird and DT as some kind of commentary, but it might be something that we don't know about that might be stopping.
That was the only thing that I could think of. Like it seems like they're all UConn. It seemed like
and they're a tight knit family.
They're a tight knit family. The Huskies, why not? DT can't guard. It's a lot of people. There's some people in the league right now that's playing in Unrivaled that can't guard. But she can drop 7 threes in a game. Still at 42.
Real fast, and go sit down
quickly. Okay?
Go rest her knees because she'll do that real fast.
Yeah. So even if she's not on the team, like I said, just somewhere around this
commentary,
thing, I think would have been dope.
I haven't even seen them at the game. I thought I might see Sue Bird and her wife.
I haven't even.
They show up everywhere else.
I have not seen DT or Sue say anything about Unrivaled.
That's weird.
Anything about Unrivaled, and so I was like, "What's going on in the Husky camp?"
Maybe they wanted to cut, and there was no room.
I don't know.
I don't want to start no rumors. I don't know about that. I don't know nothing about that.
You like Candace doing the commentating? I hated it, Banji baby. I hated it. I hated Candace doing the commentary.
I like the thought of her doing it. I enjoy that she's a part of it. But like you said, I would like to see her loosen up a little bit. I don't know if that's in her to do that, but that would be my only critique. But I like having Candace there.
Oh, you definitely want Candace around this thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like with Cheryl Swoops. I love that they have Cheryl Swoops around the WNBA. The things that they have her doing, I don't know why. Like calling the Dallas games, why? Like, no.
I think because she lives there.
But there's other things that she could do way better than what she's doing that would help grow the brand a lot easier, a lot better. I'm speaking to your comment about essentially being a two-way player. You need to be able to guard a little. Diana Taurasi wouldn't be in 3-on-3 to be a two-way player. And Diana Taurasi's wouldn't be in Unrivaled for development. Like Diana Taurasi is who she's gonna be, a legend already. So no, she wouldn't have to be a two-way player. But what I like about Diana Taurasi versus BG is that the want to is always gonna be in Diana Taurasi. And when you start talking, the want to is even more. So for me, I would take Taurasi. I would take Taurasi.
Yeah, I think because essentially, you don't have to give her that many minutes anyway. She can come in and give you a quick 12 points, 12 to
she can give you that Olympic
9 points and go sit down and be good and come back second half. So I mean, of course, we want to see the up and down. We don't want to just have somebody there that's just going to do that. I get their point of saying that.
And the other thing is, you're not going to just run around Diana Taurasi like people were able to run around BG today. BG was like, oh, it's okay. I'm going back down this way. The pride in Diana's game is going to have her out there trying to stop people. Decades of buckets. Yeah, that I told y'all she gonna lead the game like that man left Cadillac Records, turn in the corner and just pass out. That's how she can't lead basketball. She doesn't know anything else to do.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think is the next game? Laces miss. Who's winning that?
I gotta go Mist. I'm a Mist. Mist is my team. We gotta show some pride in this. We gotta show some pride in this thing. What do you mean? Like, yeah, we gotta go get it done. But it's gonna be a fun matchup.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the miss like who got AT.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at my squad
who
like
does?
who got AT? Who's gonna try to get AT? I guess it'll be Aaliyah.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be Aaliyah.
I guess that'll be
I
Aaliyah.
don't think yeah. It's gonna have to be Aaliyah, I think. I mean, it's a lot of
I like
switching
what I
that
saw.
happens. It's a lot of switching that
Yeah,
happens. So it's never just that's your man and you're stuck on them. It switches like every time they go down the court.
But I like what
So
Aaliyah brought to the game. I like what Aaliyah had brought to the game. So I'm
Aaliyah
excited
gets
to see it.
spicy. Like I like her play. Cause you don't think about her that much, but she'll go take you to the cup, she'll shoot over you, she'll shake you. Like she's solid. And she don't really
She's
get
just like
credit. She don't really
it's the
get
same
credit for
thing.
it.
It's the same thing I say about all my Canadian players. They're so polite. They're so polite. Like
Yeah.
that's why they get forgotten because they're so polite. You just
Mhm.
you don't even know that they cussed you out. They so polite. You know what I mean? Like what did they say?
Yeah.
Just say, I think he's. I don't know. But she's just so polite, so she gets overlooked a lot. They calling Nola Christie Sides.
Why Christie Sides?
Skylar said, yeah. Skylar called game back to back. Like Skylar's on a crazy mission
She
right
came
now.
in, took those couple of shots, hit that free throw, and said, "Okay, let me go get my kids. It's time, right? It's time to pick them up. Let's go get them. Let's get them from daycare."
Why you say
Let me go
sorry,
about my
Buffalo? I
day.
don't know what you're talking about there. Christie Sides.
I don't get the Christie Sides thing.
Christie Sides is almost a compliment.
I mean, because she started, maybe they're saying because she had a slow start, but then we forgot that that team went on to have a pretty good streak and ended up in the playoffs. So I don't know. Maybe that's what they're trying to say.
No, that's not an insult. And the reason I say it's not an insult is number one, I told y'all Christie Sides wasn't one of the coaches that I said I would have fired based on performance. The Canadians are so yeah, ball for real, y'all are so polite. Y'all cuss people out and they don't even know it. But Christie Sides was not one of the coaches that I would have fired. I told y'all that Christie Sides was fired the minute they drafted Caitlin Clark. Not because she's a bad coach, but because that's usually what happens when you bring in that type of talent and fanfare and following. Like Michael Jordan got his first coach fired. I just thought that's how it was gonna go. Like I said, I liked what Sides said when she left. She leave it better than you found it, and she did. When they came in there, Indiana was trying to figure it out. When they left, she had coached she had coached back-to-back rookies of the year. Like, think about that. What coach gets fired that coaches the rookie of the year 2 times in a row?
That's true.
Like, she's not a bad coach. It wasn't just reigning championships in Indiana before she got there. So she left it better than she found it. She left it with 2 back-to-back rookies of the year and two solid foundational pieces for them to build around. So I wouldn't, if you calling her Christie Sides, that's a coach that leaves it better than they found it.
Adil says, or Adel, I don't know if I'm saying that right. I missed today's games. Were they as physical as yesterday? Do you feel like the whistle is swallowed because of the roster size?
I thought they were physical today. The whistle irritates me. It's too much whistle. What do you think, Jay?
I think it was as physical. Yeah, it was just as physical as yesterday. I don't think it was to me as entertaining as yesterday was. That's the word I'll use, not as entertaining. I do think I think all refs suffer from being consistent with the way that they blow the whistle. That just must be a thing that just happens because they call one thing on one side, but then they might not call the same thing that's happening on the other side. I don't know if they swallow the whistle because of roster size, because obviously you can't. Well, here's the thing: you can foul out, but if you only have 3 players, they still stay in the game. They just if they foul again, it's just a technical foul for every foul that they get after that. So I don't think they're holding the whistle because the roster size, because you can't foul out everybody. They all three of them can play with 6 fouls, but they're going to the last 3 players can have 6 fouls. They're just going to get those techs, which would help the other team. Which if it was me, I would just be trying to fall into them just to get the foul, just so I can get that tech shot.
I'll be down there. And that's the other thing. Strategy. It's a strategy in 3-on-3 too, J Spot. I love that. Yeah. And that's why I said I'll be pulling them threes every time I get fouled. I throw the ball up like I was gonna shoot. Just in case they might call it.
Flop and foul on Kayla McBride? I didn't think
No. I didn't see that one. I gotta see that one.
Yeah, they gave her a tech for that. When she shot the 3, I think it was Sably that came under her, like a closeout, and she fell, but they gave her a flopping tech, which was kind of weird.
I gotta go back and check that one out. I missed that.
I was like, oh, we call them flops now. So I guess they're trying to stop that from being a thing where I can be strategic and trying to draw a bunch of fouls on this team or whatever. So maybe that's something they're doing as a deterrent.
That's the same play. Okay, that's the play y'all talking about. I got to see that one.
Okay.
Nola doesn't really get the 3-on-3 concept. To me, she is not playing her personnel in the right combinations at the right speeds for this format. She might figure it out one day. Good point. And there is a different type of strategy, and I think a different coaching style when it's 3-on-3 and you only got, your 3 on the floor. Then you're trying to match up and find mismatches. Great call out.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think that they should have had coaches at all? Do you think they should have taken the Olympic approach where you're coaching yourself? Do you think teams would have been better or worse coaching themselves?
Okay, so let me make sure I understand. Because I thought what happened with 3-on-3 is that like there's a coach that they work with during the week, but during the game,
not in game. That's what I mean. Not in game.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Like they're I was about to say they old enough. Like they've been playing basketball long enough to just run the game plan and kind of see what they feel. But I think for the most part, what I've seen in the huddles, unless there's like a critical play that the coach is trying to get in,
they let them
do it. They're all kind of collaborating and saying what they see. And I even seen Courtney get up and walk
I saw that
in front of the coach and tell somebody else something they need. I think she told Nafisa something she needed to do. And then I think it was Sabrina and Satu. It looked like they went back to something that they did at Oregon. I think, are they on the same team?
Yeah, they're on the same team.
Yeah, I think they went back to something that they did together. When did they play together at Oregon?
They were teammates.
Yeah, I think they went back to like some of the stuff that they did as teammates. So familiarity is breeds. I think will breed success. But I think the team that's going to be the most successful is going to be the team that has a good combination of both, like just the coaches and the collaboration. But I would have loved to just have coaches during the week and not in game. That would have been dope.
Yeah, I think I would like to see them just have like an advisor or something off the side and then kind of let them do their own thing. Because like you said, you got some brilliant minds on these teams, people that have been playing a long time, especially like a Chelsea Gray, who she will take over the board for Becky Hammond on certain times and be like, this is what we need to do. So, and that's off a championship team. So you have those type of caliber players that could coach their own team essentially. And then just
especially
have
the point guards.
Yeah.
Especially the point guards. Like you see times where Dawn and Raven will have a conversation about what's going on the floor. Or Dawn will say, well, no, that was Raven's call. Raven was out there. This is what she sees. She said, go through Chloe. She the point guard has that responsibility of knowing the personnel that's on the floor, and then taking advantage of those skill sets that they have out there. So I think that would have been dope. I see Political Lil saying it's 24 play sets for 3-on-3 full court. Obviously, no one has the playbook because these strategies and play sets are really not fulfilling the purpose of the game, which is press and break. Okay.
Look at Political Lil coming through with the basketball IQ over there. I see you.
Political Lil don't be playing around.
Let him know, Political.
Yeah, I forget. she said the man name that invented the game the other day. What was his name? I don't.
Invented 3-on-3.
I was going to say Handy, but I believe that's not his name. What was his name? Political Lil, please share. I was about to make something up.
No, I'm enjoying it, and I think I'm really, really. The more I watch, the more I'm excited for this one-on-one tournament that's going to happen, because I think who I initially thought might tear things up, I'm starting to think it might be some other people that's in the running that can take over and win this whole thing in the one-on-one tournament. So I'm very excited for that to happen. Because you're seeing it on the floor right now. It's a little bit of one-on-one. I mean, one-on-one is happening, period. That's what happens on 3-on-3. You don't really have a lot of help. Which was another thing I saw. Like, we can set pick and rolls, but going to help, I don't think they should ever go to help anybody. Like, you gotta kind of, as much as you can, stick with your man, because you're going to end up switching through not pick and rolls, through screens and stuff anyway. But I found that happening, not a lot, but I saw that happening with Rose a lot, where, not a lot, but happening, where they would get caught, two people on one person, and then you just left one whole side open where they're doing whatever. So just some stuff to clean up. Just some stuff to clean up, I think. John B. McClendon.
Thank you. Yeah, not James Naismith. John B. McClendon. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, and she has the book he wrote on when he created the game. Okay. I might want to check that out. Yeah, I wonder if it's a way to find that book and read it.
Absolutely.
How many games do they play? Each team? Because I know they only have 7 weeks, but I want to know how many games they play. Because how soon do we have to fix some of the stuff that we need to fix before it's all said and done?
That's a good question. I mean, what is it? 8 weeks?
7 weeks of play, like regular season play. But they don't have it. I need the team schedule. Let me see. I will say I was a bit, I don't know if I just worked out too much. I was a bit sleepy watching.
I see like 14.
First game. Is it 14?
I see like 14, but tell me what y'all see. Do they play like 2 games each week?
Probably. 7 weeks is what that would make sense. That would make sense. Let me see. Rose, because they have their schedule 2.
Oh, and then John B. McClendon was a student of James Naismith.
14.
That was his college advisor. Dope. Okay.
Yeah, 14 games they play. So it's we ain't got a lot of time. We got to tighten it up.
We can still finish over 500. That's for sure.
For sure. It's only the top 4 teams going to make it to the playoffs, so we'll see what happens. I had another question, because I thought that they said that they were going to be a traveling team, a traveling ball club or league, where I thought they would do something like AU is doing, where they play in a different place every time. But as I'm watching like the behind the scenes stuff they do when they're showing the game, where they built this whole complex, not complex, but like the weight room and the what do you call them, locker rooms, and where their treatment rooms are, they built all that from the ground up. I don't think you would invest that just to leave next year and go somewhere else. I don't know if they have that type of money to do that. So I wonder if they're just going to be in Miami for a while and then go somewhere else, or that was just an aspiration that they wanted to do, because they did mention that they were going to be a traveling league. So I wonder about that, because they're putting a lot of money into that space. Now I do know the court is on a sound stage, so that stuff can be broken down not real easy, but easy enough, because it's on a sound stage. They can just go somewhere else and put that stuff back up. But the weight room and the locker room and all that stuff, I don't know.
So what I understand is that the league is planning to tour 4 cities in 2026, and they're planning to for sure play in Toronto and Portland in 2026. So it may not be that they go a whole bunch of places, but maybe we're in like 4 cities. So maybe you do 2 weeks in the city, 2 weeks in
Oh,
another
not a
city.
whole season in a city. Like
That's
their
what
base is Miami.
that's what I'm looking. But what I see is the 2026 is supposed to feature games played across the United States, and so they're planning to move to a 4-city touring model in 2026. And so I don't know if they'll just rotate between those 4 cities.
And you said they mentioned the cities. What cities did they say?
Toronto and Portland, Oregon are the only 2 that I saw right now. But they said that they plan to do 4.
They need to come to
So it
Texas.
probably would be Toronto, Portland, Miami, and then some other
One other
place.
city. Yeah.
Because I think
That'd be dope.
Miami probably would stay, a mainstay since they've,
They
built
built
that
all that there.
studio like that.
They may have training camp and all that stuff there in Miami. That's their home base. Yeah, and then start traveling out just like
And
if
then
they
you go out
were
to
any other team. That would
and
be
they
dope.
probably would just duplicate those locations.
Mm-hmm.
So
That
we'll
I mean,
see.
that'd be good for the fans too. That allows more fans to be able to come out and watch, especially if you're coming to my city or you're near my city. So I think that's
Absolutely.
a good idea. I think Unrivaled is really just doing big things, and I'm still like super proud of. I was just watching them interview Fee and Stewie. Was it today or yesterday? I think it was today. And just asking them how they feel about everything. And they're just like 2 proud moms. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're seeing all this stuff like happening in real life, like finally happening. Even though they say it's 2 years in the making, like I told y'all, I heard Fee talking about this, and maybe it was just a concept at that point. She didn't know where she was going to go with it, but she said her and Fee were working on trying to develop something for the players, something that, because they weren't happy with the way things were going in the W as far as like treatment and travel schedule and stuff like that. And they wanted to develop some kind of league. So I'm happy to see it come to life. And they have all these sponsors. They have social media behind them. It's a lot. So I'm super proud of them for what they're doing. And we'll continue to do, because whatever is not working now, best believe they're going to fix it. They're going to fix it.
Rewind, how did you get lost? I don't understand. Oh, they about to set the sports world on fire. This equity model is going to spread to a lot of leagues. Oh, I agree. You can see people probably starting to figure out. I mean, you see Maverick Carter starting his international 5-on-5. Well, looking for investors to start this international 5-on-5 league with 6 men's and 6 women's teams traveling to international cities. So that'll be interesting. I think when you think about like Unrivaled and where they can go with it, like sky is the limit, especially if they start building in these facilities, right? And so then the next thing would be that, we could have some 5-on-5 games going on here in the off season, or we can have some AAU stuff going on in these facilities when we're not using them, and so they can become like, like a foundational piece of women's hoops and spaces that are built for women's hoops, right? And not just these NBA teams or these facilities that they have to try to fit into. So I'm excited about it. And speaking of that, does anybody know, where does Overtime Select play? Is that their own facility that they play in? Or are they playing somewhere else? If y'all know in the chat, let me know.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that. I can also see Unrivaled turning into Unrivaled Summer League, like a place where players can be kind of like a G League, and when their number is called and they're needed in the W, they're right there. They're already playing. They're already available. I could definitely see. I see a partnership coming, because Kathy not going. She's not gonna stand for something. Something's gonna happen.
Maybe something's gonna happen, but I don't see no partnership coming. I don't see Fee and them being like, "Hey, Kathy, come on, let's partner up."
No, not in that sense. Not in that sense. I meant partnership as in what I said, like them players being able to be available to where if they need, when they're ready to call them, they don't have to like fly from overseas. They're already there to start playing. Yeah.
Overtime got their own facilities. See, that's where we headed. They own facilities, I think. And so then it's gonna be like, we already got facilities over here, and we have childcare and saunas and ice tubs. They got all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that women's leagues are moving into their own facilities, because that's a game changer.
Yep,
that's a game changer, and that's something that the WNBA cannot or has not done so far. So we shall see.
Yeah. I mean, I think we never know what's going to happen down the road, but that's why I said I want to see what my little money can get in to be an investor, even if it's like a baby investor, because this is going to take off. Whether they turn this into something big and sell, I still got my little shares that's going to be worth a lot. I didn't get
couple
in.
shekels. Couple shekels.
So I think I want to look into that and become an investor. Maybe I can get a seat at one of the games.
Absolutely. Definitely. Then they really got to give you a box.
Then they got to
really
give
you a box.
I'm invested. Come on.
Exactly.
Take my little coins. I'm gonna look in.
I'm
gonna look into it. I'm gonna let
right.
y'all know. I'm gonna let y'all know because I think honestly, and also I believe in it. I think that's a good thing to. I think it's gonna be major, more so than it already is. Like 5 years from now, it's gonna be more than what we can imagine. I'm sure of it.
Oh, I agree. Exciting to be watching it from the ground floor.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Investor shekels, you better believe it. So we are back on Monday.
Monday night.
Monday recap will be a later recap because I think the second game starts at like 9:30 my time.
Oh, yeah.
So probably like 11:30 recap. Eastern time. But
what time do I work on Tuesday? Look at that. I need to see it. That might be in my bedtime.
We might got to be moving. We might got to move some schedule around. So
we might be doing some in-game analysis. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, no, I think we'll figure it out. But
yeah, we'll be here.
We'll be here.
Yeah, about 10:30, 11. Well, I'll be available because that's earlier for me.
Yeah, because I'm saying Eastern time.
It's late for you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sleep is for suckers.
Yep. I think that's the latest.
Y'all make sure y'all run them likes up on both these channels. Make sure y'all subscribe on both channels. Make sure y'all are
please do
the J Spot Network on all platforms.
Like, share, subscribe, get the word out. Join us after every Unrivaled game day. After both games, we'll be live. So check us out, please. And then
each one invite 10.
Invite 10. And have them hit both of our channels, not just one. If you're in here to watch Cess, click over to mine and give me the love. If you're in here to watch me, click over there, give her the love because we are tandem and we're doing this together. So
it's a collaboration.
It's a collaboration. Where do y'all see this? Where do y'all see? How many other YouTube people do you see collaborating in this way? Cess is like the best at that. Since we're like, I'm pointing up here. Cess is like the best of that. She collaborates with everybody. Every time I turn on her channel, she with somebody else. Somebody else is up there.
People like you. Take people like you.
So I love it. Thank you so much. But we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time this I'll keep wanting to say this summer, but it's not summertime. I don't know what you call it. This off season, I guess.
I get off season, but in season, I don't always say like over the summer, and I guess because I'm just used to like
right? It feels like it's a summer league or whatever. Like but it's off season, just happens to be.
But I guess it's winter league. It's winter league.
Winter league. There we go.
Winter league. In this winter league that we got going, so much hoops on. I got
so much
basketball coming out my ears, and then I got to get into this football tonight. Do you watch football at all, J Spot?
Sometimes, if it's on TV.
Sometimes, if it's on TV.
Yeah. Who's playing tonight?
So we got the Lions and the Washington Commanders. Washington Commanders. So Detroit, Washington.
McDaniel, and what's his name?
Yep, Jaden McDaniels. Absolutely.
LSU. I saw the money game.
Documentary. That was dope.
How I found out who he was, and I've been watching him. I watch when he plays. He's good. And Detroit, of course, I got to give it up.
Texans and Kansas City tie right now. Remember, y'all, I picked Texans. Remember, I picked the Texans.
Oh, and I know who the teams are. I watch, like I said, when it's on, but I sleep the best to football. I know that's blasphemy. It helps me. I don't know what it is. I turn on a football game. I have the best naps, and then I wake up just in time to watch like the last of the game.
What? You used to like a good football Sunday, like you watch a little football.
Yes, I love football season. I love it. I just turn it on, put it on the four channels because it's showing all the games. Oh okay, yeah, and I just lay there on the couch, wake up, and then yeah, it's fun.
That's a good That's a good football Sunday.
I love
Rutgers did play today. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Rutgers played today. Shut Kiyomi down.
Oh, Michigan won.
Kiyomi didn't score.
At all?
None.
No.
0.
Like when? 0. Were we in the first quarter?
In the first, the second, the third, the fourth, none, nothing.
At all? What happened? Wait, who's on Michigan?
Silas Schwartz.
She did her like that? There's no way.
Rutgers game because I like your commentary better. Thank you, Bree Wayne. We got to go finish this Rutgers game though. Damn it.
Wait, what Bree Wayne say?
I didn't finish the Rutgers game because I like your commentary better. Okay. I got to cut the game. I'm gonna cut the game back on to finish that. It was ridiculous.
I need to come in there and see how you do that. I want to see how that goes down.
Come pop in. All you gotta do is come in the lounge.
In the lounge, okay. I'm gonna try that.
In the lounge. Yeah, we'll come. Yeah, I'm gonna finish that game because I need to understand 0 points.
Wow.
They defended her, but
was she in foul trouble?
No.
Huh?
Did she get benched?
Points is crazy.
Did she get benched?
She didn't get benched. Wow. By Michigan too? That's wild. Okay.
But Michigan got some big guards. Michigan played us tough.
Yeah, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying I just didn't.
No fouls. She had no fouls. No fouls. That's crazy work.
Okay. Well, join us on Monday. Y'all go ahead and do what y'all need to do. I'm about to find it is tacos and tequila day. So I will see y'all. I will see y'all in the lounge later.
Yep, I'll see y'all in the lounge in just a second. Let me go get my Coca-Cola and snacks together.
Peace, y'all.
I send out an invite when I go in there, y'all. I'm out. We out.